Hi, I'm Joni Schultz. Welcome to Decorating Places Sky. This show will help you turn your church into an amazing environment to help kids learn about God's love. Our decorating expert is Bruce Berry. He's the genius behind Wacky World Studios. We're so excited Bruce is going the extra mile to get inspiration for this year's theme.
And I'm supposed to get on that plane and jump out of this thing?
Come on, Bruce. It'll be over before you know it.
I'll see you guys on the ground.
While Bruce hangs out, the volunteers are unloading all the supplies and materials at the church. They're taping down plastic sheeting to the floor to protect it from any spills and uh-ohs.
Well, hey guys.
Hey, Bruce. Good
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Well, Joni, you know me, I will go to any height to get inspiration.
Oh, I love that. We've got these great volunteers here that have
Awesome.
already been working a little bit, and we're looking forward to you just dropping out of the sky to join us.
A very important element to your decorating place's success is to create zones. You'll have a transparency zone, a cutting zone, a construction zone, and a painting zone.
We're going to start sculpting some foam, cutting some cardboard, but the first thing I want to do is I want to get into a cool outfit like this.
Oh, all right.
To create some camaraderie among your decorating team, you may want to make custom shirts like we did. You can use your church logo or download clip art from this year's VBS at vbsdecoratingplaces.com. Next, Bruce is sharing his ideas for this year's set.
What our stage is going to be, it's going to be 24 foot long.
Wow.
And it's going to be filled with clouds, where it looks like you are just flying through the clouds.
Ooh.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to create a facade in the back here, and what you're going to be able to do is the cutouts of hot air balloons and blimps and planes, they're going to be able to go across the stage where it looks like they're actually flying.
Of course, one of the main elements for Sky is clouds. Bruce has a really cool and easy way to create three-dimensional clouds.
We have our overhead projector, we have a
right.
transparency that already has a cloud drawn on it for you. And what we're going to do is we're just going to use a black marker, and we're going to outline the shape of our cloud.
Easy.
We're going to cut it with a hot knife. Then after that, then what we're going to do is we're going to use our batting, our glitter, our glue, and this cloud is going to sparkle.
I love it. Once you get these sheets of foam from your home improvement store, you want to make sure that you remove this protective layer. And I think there's one on the back too.
Make sure you hold on to this scrap plastic. Nothing goes to waste around here. We'll use it later. When tracing clouds onto your foam, use a thick marker so it's easy to see the lines when cutting them out later. Also, feel free to reposition the foam and fit as many clouds on a sheet as possible. By moving the transparency projector back and forth, you can make the clouds as big or as small as you need. And a really helpful tip is to turn down the lights when tracing.
Oh, now you can see.
Now
Look at
you can
that.
see the
Easy to
transparency.
trace.
Once you're done tracing, it's time to cut out the clouds with a hot knife.
And what you're going to do is just turn it on with a little trigger here.
The hot knife is a great tool. It makes cutting foam so much easier. You can pick up one at groupoutlet.com.
You know, we happen to have a couple of sawhorses and we were just cutting it on the ground, and you can do that also. But if you do happen to have a couple of sawhorses, set them up. We're going to lay our foam right up on top. And that way you don't have to do all that bending over to cut these things out. We are going to be using every single piece of scrap of foam here. This is scrap from the other clouds. Now watch, I'm just taking the marker, and you see how I'm just taking it all the way up to the edge? That way we're using all of that foam.
We always love to give you options so you can customize your set to your space. If you'd rather not use foam, Bruce has another option.
Take the foam out and look what we have.
All right.
We just have white cardboard.
Great.
White cardboard will work just as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take and use our utility knife, and we're going to cut that out, do the same thing, put the paper on top, batting, glue it, instant cloud.
Great.
If you use cardboard for your clouds, you can use any color of recycled cardboard. Use a sharp box cutter, but make sure to put down a protective cover so you don't cut through to your flooring. Whether you use cardboard or foam, you're going to follow the next bit of instructions to make your clouds three-dimensional.
Remember that scrap paper that came off the foam? Man, we're using everything, all the extra batting, extra paper. We're not letting anything go to waste here. So what you're going to do is make sure you use some spray adhesive glue. Just kind of spray it on your foam and just place the paper down here and there. You don't want to do the paper everywhere, because what we want to do is when we lay the batting on, we want the up and down, those valleys in the clouds. Maybe some up on the edge here.
Next, we're ready to apply the white batting. Lay the batting down over your cloud cutout and cut the batting about 4 inches bigger than your foam or cardboard.
You want to spray the paper, and you want to spray in between the edges here and up on the top. So then you have your partner help you. You lay this back over like this. Now what you do is you go in there and you kind of beat it down onto it.
You can buy batting in big rolls from your local fabric store. We've provided a master supply list for the entire set, as well as detailed instructions and patterns online at vbsdecoratingplaces.com. Getting your clouds to stand up on your set is very simple. Just use spare foam pieces to create a stand for each cloud. Use duct tape to attach the stand to the cloud back, and ta-da! Standing clouds! Bruce found a quick and easy way to make a large shadow box for the focal point of our set.
Well, what I'm doing here, Joni, most churches have pipe and drape. This is the pipe, less the drape.
Minus the drape.
So what we're going to do is we're going to attach all our clouds to it with some zip ties. We're going to put some bisqueen on top of it, and we are going to create our sky the limit.
Wow. I love it.
Visqueen or frosted plastic sheeting is a really easy and fun way to create a shadow box. We use zip ties and packing tape to attach the plastic to our pipe frame. If you don't have access to pipe and drape, you can make a simple box frame out of wood.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to border our screen here. Now I got a screwdriver right here, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to poke it all the way through, all the way in the back here. And I got Danny back here. And Danny, if you would, come on up here to the front.
Sure.
And you're just going to put one of those zip ties all the way through there.
Mm-hmm.
And we got instant clouds.
Once we've added the cloud frame to our shadow box, we added a light source.
What we have is we have a big shop light, a halogen shop light. So
Wow.
it almost mimics the sun through the clouds. It's just looking so good. And then what we're going to do is behind it, if Alex can bring in, is we're doing a couple more clouds to
look at
do some
that.
layering and give it some more depth.
Now we're going to work on the blue sky backdrop that you can purchase at groupoutlet.com. We're using the same type of pipe frame to drape the backdrop on. Now look how much color is added to the set with the blue sky backdrop. It's like the kids will be soaring through an amazing big blue sky. Oh, this is so exciting! Bruce is cutting out the first shape for our shadow box.
We are doing
Cool.
a hot air balloon.
Bruce is using a box cutter to cut out the cardboard hot air balloon. You can find this and other cool shapes for your shadow box on vbsdecoratingplaces.com.
So you can use this on the front of the stage or in the back of the stage. On the back behind our shadow box, we don't have to paint it.
Just leave it just like
leave it the way it is. If we're going to use it in the front to give it more color, we can just add some color, some paint, or we can add some batting and some fabric.
Oh, fun.
And we have our
balloon.
We're going to use fishing line, washers, and some cardboard handles to make our cardboard cutouts really fly. Bruce is attaching large washers to each cardboard silhouette with hot glue. He ran fishing line through each washer and then attached the fishing line to handles on either end.
You got to see this, guys. This is the fun part. Are you ready for this, Joni?
I know, because we're behind the scenes right now.
See, I love it.
Okay.
Remember that hot air balloon?
Yeah.
Remember our two washers?
Yeah.
Here's our sticks. Now watch
right.
this. Now, Joni, you come on up high.
Okay.
I'm going to come down low and look.
Woo!
We got a hot air balloon that'll go back and forth
Oh,
and
fun.
float through the sky.
What an easy way to add motion and life to your set.
And seeing it just doesn't stop at hot air balloons. I mean, we got planes, we got hang gliders, we have birds, we
Kites?
got balloons, we even got kites.
Fun.
And look how fun.
Isn't that fun?
We decided to go ahead and make a pig that could fly because we thought it suited the theme that with God all things are possible.
Meow. Okay, this is my favorite part, the treats. Look at the fun things we can do with Sky. I've got Tracy and Sheila here, and they're gonna help us see where did these goodies come from? Tracy.
They all came from our local grocery store. We have blue corn chips and salsa. We went with the blue sky theme.
Oh, blue sky, got
we
it.
have these cool little planes. There are sticks of gum for the wings, and we used lifesavers or breath mints for the fuselage, and another
So
lifesaver for the wheels, just put together with rubber bands.
And what do you got there,
And
Sheila?
here we have some of the Little Debbie snack brownies shaped in a kite.
Well, this all looks really great, and I think we should share it, don't you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have never been able to master folding a paper airplane, but this looks simple. Like
These are
maybe I
easy.
could do this. Okay.
These are easy.
How do you do it, Bruce?
All they're going to have is they're going to have a template. And all they have to do is basically cut a triangle, a little bit of angle onto it. Look at that. But here's the key. To fold the paper airplane, you go on the bottom, you draw yourself a line, and you just take that utility knife and you just score it along the bottom, not all the way through.
Cool.
And that gives us our fold. And then you come to the inside, draw your line, you score it, again, not going all the way through. And look at this.
Fun. And you can make it any size, so
Oh, you
whatever
could have
size
an
you can.
8-foot.
That
6
is
foot.
how make some giant paper airplanes.
And Gabby has done a wonderful airplane.
That is very cool.
Next, simply add some hot glue to help keep your paper airplane shape.
I am flying high. I cannot believe what this amazing group of volunteers has accomplished today. I mean, the wild blue yonder sky We've got blue
Really
sky, beautiful, beautiful clouds, this wonderful, amazing set that comes to life with hot air balloons and airplanes and everything.
Oh, Joni, we're not even done yet. This is day one. We have only just begun.
Wow, okay, well, the sky's the limit then, huh?
That's it.
It's the beginning of day 2. The volunteers are starting to assemble kites, while Bruce is getting started on an extra special addition to the clouds.
So what you're gonna do is just take the glue, and you're just gonna do it here and there, and just kind
Kind of
do
at
it
the top of
at
the
top.
clouds.
Just to
Okay.
give it that little glisten, you know, when the sun hits the
Oh,
top of
nice.
the clouds, and it just has that nice glistening look and feel
Cool.
up on top. And then we happen to have some glitter, and we had some silver glitter.
Wow.
And then you can see
Isn't
how I'm
that
just doing it up on the
cool?
top of the spray.
We bought different colors of glitter from our local hobby store. You can use silver, gold, blue, or even pink to give your clouds a cool looking glow. Remember, you can get detailed instructions and patterns online at vbsdecoratingplaces.com.
And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna
Oh,
pat it in there.
okay.
That way you won't have that glitter tracing all over the church and all
Doesn't
over
even
the
stick to
kids.
your gloves.
No, not at all. And then what you do, you just give it a little shake.
Oh, nice.
And
Oh,
difference.
sparkly clouds. I love it.
Now we're back working on our silhouettes for the shadow box. Bruce is starting on a kite.
so here's a piece of cardboard that we just cut in the shape of a kite. And we sent out a volunteer to find a coat hanger for me.
Oh, look at that.
And then what we're doing is
That's
hot
neat.
gluing on the back. We're going to take some fabric and we're just going to glue on the little tails to it. We're going to add our
Fun.
washers, put our fishing sting through, and our kite is going to be gliding across the sky. Oh, Joni, this is just way too much fun.
I can't believe
It takes
how
me back to when I was a kid.
I know it. I love it. So fresh and fun and exciting and imaginative.
In it, someone brought in a fishing pole
Okay,
with a
easy,
house without the
easy.
reel.
Okay.
And then what we did is we just taped the pinwheel to it. And then right up here in the top, what I came up with was a fishing swivel. That's it. That way it doesn't
Fishing
get
swivel.
Yep, that way it doesn't get
Okay.
tangled.
No hook,
No
just
hook.
a swivel.
Just a swivel. Fishing string.
Fishing string.
To our little balsa wood airplane that we just
Oh, so fun and
taped.
lightweight. Oh,
Right.
cute.
A couple of streamers too.
Oh, look at that.
And can you imagine the fun
oh,
the
okay.
kids can have
Give
with
it a
this?
whirl here.
All of our paper airplanes are constructed so we've headed outside to paint them. We're using bright primary colors to make them really pop on the set. Now Bruce is going to show us how to hang them.
See, we have this 8-foot plane, paper plane, which looks awesome. And what we're doing is I just popped a couple of holes through here that we're gonna hang from the ceiling. We're gonna kind of angle it where it looks like it's going through the clouds. It's gonna look awesome.
Okay, Bruce, this church happens to have a light bar to hang all these things from.
Mm-hmm.
Give us some hints on what should we do if we don't have such a
Well,
thing?
that's a very good point. A lot of churches, you know, with the children's ministry, they're down the basement or they don't have the big worship center. So you can hang it from your drop ceiling also. So what you do is you
Okay.
just take your drop ceiling that have the ceiling tiles in, just push it up, tie your fishing string to that, and tie your planes.
Okay, so really any kind of ceiling?
Doesn't matter what you have, you'll find some place to hang it.
Now it's time to add our VBS sign. You can get your logo from the giant decorating poster pack available at group.com/VBS. We simply printed ours out and glued it to foam core. We then attached it to our ceiling with fishing line. You'll want to use the heaviest weight of fishing line you can find because You don't want things falling down mid-program. Kids love balloons, and it's such an easy way to add color and happiness to the set. We used a variety of sizes and colors and rented a helium tank from a party supply store. Also, ask about a balloon additive that will make your helium balloons float longer.
We got our balloons, we got our helium, and then what we did is we just got these cardboard tubes that come with little caps, and they work out perfect for the basket of the hot air
So
balloon.
you put a hole in the bottom.
And then what we did is we just did our streamers, and we just ran clear packing tape around it that holds it together.
That
and this
is
is going to
cool.
set with a sandbag on the bottom, and it looks like it's floating up between the clouds.
To expand the blue sky from the set, we covered the carpet with blue fabric. We taped down the edges so no one would trip. Little landscape lights hidden in the clouds actually look like rays of sun. You don't always need to go out and purchase these items. Check around and see what you can borrow. Other options to add some fabulous finishing touches are a bubble machine or a fog machine to simulate misty clouds. You can find these cute, colorful kids in the Sky Kids poster pack at group.com/VBS. Mount them on foam core and cut them out. Use your fishing line to suspend them from the ceiling. Thanks for joining us on Decorating Places Sky. We know this set is going to create an awesome environment for your kids to learn about God's love. To see more sky pictures from other churches and chat with other VBS decorating fanatics, go online to forums.group.com. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/groupvbs. See you next time on Decorating Places.